Hey guys, and this is going to be another Let's Color Sunday. I'm going to be working on this Even and Kunin coloring page. It's her Patreon coloring page for the month of November, and it's a Princess and the Frog inspired one. And so I was really excited to work on this one. I feel like I've been coloring a lot of frogs. And I've already colored a Princess and the Frog themed page by Christine Caron. But I don't know, when you like to color like fairy tale things, and I don't know, it just seemed like a really cool how she has drawn the princess. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on this Let's Color Sunday. And I got some blues picked out, so I'm going to be starting with the water a little bit, just kind of like roughly drawing in the colors. And I have my sketch paper, scratch paper that I just set to the side, and that's what I use to kind of help me decide what colors when I'm trying to think of them. And I was going to share with y'all what I've done some more on the last Sunday's Let's Color video, and I'm really liking how this one's going. I think it's looking really cool. I can't wait to finish it up. You can tell I really avoid certain areas because I don't know what to do with them, but I have an idea, so I'm thinking it'll work out. Either way, it's been a lot of fun working on this one. I've been looking up like inspiration, you know, on Pinterest as far as like kind of a nighttime scene with a castle or something is all I type in and kind of see what I find. And there's a lot of really cool ones with like a purple like night sky and purple clouds, so I thought that would be cool, especially with like him being green. Thought maybe it would really kind of pop. But just thought I'd share with y'all what I've been working on. And this isn't a whip, but it's that's just what I wanted to start on today. And I'm using my Polychromos to kind of mix it up a little bit. Sometimes when I have a project going, like that one has a lot of Prismas I'm using in it, I kind of just go ahead and pick, my pencils for a different, or my other set of pencils for another page if I want to work on something different. Zoom me in a little. These frogs are so cute. But I'm using, this is light ultramarine. And then I have sky blue and light phthalo blue. I'm going to try not to spend too much time on the water, but kind of wanted to get it going. And I got, I printed this off, and it's Bristol Vellum, I think. And it's just, the art store around my town is Hobby Lobby. It's just their in-store brand of paper. They used to carry more, like Strathmore papers and stuff, but they've stopped doing that. It's only their brand. Oh no. I just smeared the ink on from the paper. I don't know why I do that so much. I'm like always messing up stuff. I can't leave well enough alone. But it's different coloring on such a thick paper. When I like start coloring on it, I'm surprised by the just how, like, I guess vibrant at first the colors will show up. It just really has a big color payoff. But I did color on a page recently where I did a portrait with the Bristol Vellum. I think I have it here. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's looking good, but I wasn't entirely happy with how her skin was turning out. You can still see lots of texture from the paper, and it's just going to take me some time to get used to it. This is a Lana Green coloring page. I like it, don't get me wrong. I don't know. It's, like I said, taking some getting used to using this thicker paper. I didn't want the water to be super blue, so I'm kind of going with some different tones than I normally use. I thought about green, but like a light green, like pond water, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like I always go for that sometimes. And if I mess it up, I have another, I can print it out again, I guess. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I wish I had a white in my Polychromos, but I haven't had one in a while. I keep meaning to do an online order with the online art store, but then I always find a reason to not go ahead and do it. I think that's looking pretty good. I'll probably, of course, do more work on it. I'm just kind of getting a lot of the base color down. I thought about using my alcohol markers, but lately those have been making me kind of, I don't know, they've just been really strong smelling. And I'll even have like a window open and like a fan going, and I still feel like they're a little too strong. You might hear my dogs barking. I don't think they like it too much when I come into my craft room and start filming. They always have. They're a little bit noisy. I'm going to try using a little less of those colors and using a little more of this kind of more bluish tone. But as far as videos for the channel goes, I'm going to be finishing up a color along that I'm still working on, which is the 50 Autumn miniatures. And then I am working on, I want to start on a Portrait of the Mermaid color along. And then also do a video where I just share with y'all, instead of like a complete color along on a page, I'm just going to show you like how I do the brown tone color of hair. And I'm going to try to do more things like that. I don't know, they just seem a little more approachable for me as far as time-wise goes. And like a nice little video just kind of focusing on one thing I think would be kind of fun. It's really hard adjusting to coloring on like a thicker paper, if you ask me. I'm so used to like coloring on Amazon paper more than anything. It's always different. But I'm hoping it looks okay. That's just maybe an extra critical. But it's been a pretty, well, I'm always doing that, going a little too far down. It's been a pretty chill week. I have still been addicted to playing in Animal Crossing. But I'm kind of, I gotta stop doing that. I keep like, the ink is, I guess, still not dried or something on this. I haven't done much knitting, but I've been working on a headband because I work outside during the winter, and I don't really like hats because they make me a little too hot, but I do like kind of covering my ears. So I've been trying to knit like a knitted headband, and so that's been fun, working on that small project with that hobby. I've been listening to some audiobooks. I think I'm listening to, oh, what is it called? It's the Hamish Macbeth mystery series. At least so far it's been 2 mysteries. I know there's a lot of books, so I'm not sure what all different kinds of mysteries there are, but they've been like murder mysteries. And I think the first one was Death of a Gossip, and it was pretty good. I liked listening to that one. And then I was listening to, no, I think that's all. The only book I listened to this week was Death of a Gossip. It was just a little silly, well, not silly, but they were silly sometimes, kind of funny in there, which I like. And yeah, it was just real easy listen. I've probably been rather boring this week, to be honest. I've seen that there is a new R.J. Hampson book, which is pretty cool. I really want to get it, but then also I kind of want to wait until Christmas so that way I can put stuff on my wish list and don't immediately buy, you know, everything. Because I really don't have a lot of ideas as far as when someone asks me for a gift idea. I always just kind of tell them, like, oh, well, you don't have to do nothing. But my husband likes to have an idea of what to get me for Christmas sometimes, so I think I'm going to put that on my wish list, and then also the Stardust. Oh wait, no, it's not Stardust. I keep talking about it, but it's the Marie Trolle, is it Star Valley? It's one of her latest releases. I think that it's released in the US now, and well, it was on Amazon last time I looked. And I know she has another release, and it's a fairy tale book, which I definitely want. So I might kind of have that on my wish list. And so far, that's really the only thing that's caught my eye. I've really tried to not spend as much on my, or for my coloring book hobby. Well, coloring book and coloring in general, like supplies and stuff. Because I really want to use what I have and not, you know, sometimes it can be pretty overwhelming to have so many books and so many options. I love it. At the same time, I feel like I have enough at the moment. So I'm just kind of taking it easy as far as that goes. But they're beautiful books. They look really awesome. Try not to get it on the flower. It's kind of hard to see. Or, I don't know. Is that what you would call a flower that's on a lily pad? I was going to color them pink, but I'm not sure if they're supposed to be pink or supposed to be white. I might save those for later so I can kind of get an idea of what I want to color them. I guess this is the prince. I just now realized he had a crown on his head. Little frog head. Or toad. I guess it's a frog. I don't know. I don't know things. I just try to color them. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the medium color, sky blue. I just colored all over that little plant. It'll work out. I'm just gonna trust the process, and I think it'll work out in the end. I don't know what these little plants are. They're probably gonna be green. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for the water. And I'm gonna move to something else. Probably start working on her because I really want to start working on her. So I grab some different colors and we'll move on to that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a purplish color. I'm gonna try blue violet. And I'm kind of just playing around. It's usually how I approach most of the, skin tones and stuff. I just kind of add a little bit of a color here and there until I kind of like how it's working out. It's been a minute since I worked with with polychromos for a portrait, so I'm just kind of getting a feel for the colors. I actually found them rather scratchy on this paper, but I'm gonna keep going, see how it goes. She did do kind of slight grayscale around certain features, which is kind of cool. My paper is kind of curled up too, for some reason, when I run it through the printer. I guess the heat or whatever, it curls the edges of the paper. And so I did just recently print this today, so it's being extra curled up. This is kind of I'm gonna go with a pink color. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. I had a paintbrush that I was using for kind of cleaning off, you know, the stuff that falls off the pencil as you go. But then I don't know what I did with it. I don't know, I'm always misplacing stuff when I'm done coloring. I think it fell down like in something, and I'm just gonna have to like get in there and find it. I might have fell down on my couch or something, I don't know. I need to have one that I just keep at the desk. I did do a little bit of organizing in my craft room, coloring room, so that was kind of nice. I want to build some more shelves because I have a closet in here. I don't really use it for a closet. It's just kind of a catch-all, but I think it would be neat to work on putting like extra shelves in there to make it less of a closet for clothing and more of kind of like a craft closet. It's just one of my many ambitious ideas as far as redecorating this room and kind of making it fit like my purpose as a craft room, I guess. Just haven't gotten around to it. I'm hoping that the printer wasn't really weird. No, I just feel like the ink's being weird on like the grayscale and stuff, and it's making it a little bit rubbing off the actual grayscale. I don't know, maybe I should have let it set for a little while. Never really had that problem too much before. I thought I got a good printer, but it's, I guess, kind of weird. Sorry. Especially when I do like skin tones, I really get zoned out, I guess. I don't know why. Hope y'all can see what's going on. Hope that it's bright enough. Okay, so I want to go in with a darker color, and I'm thinking about using this 169. Trying not to. I need something to help lay it flat, but I don't know if I have anything. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. Start kind of down here. There's always a good, I always feel like, be like the darkest part of the shadow or the shading for the skin, kind of under the jawline. Don't know what color I'm going to do her hair. Maybe something cool, like a light pink color would be really neat. I always tend to go for like blonde, brown, red, and black. The nose turned out really dark with that grayscale, so I'm hoping that it won't be too hard to get that to kind of tone down a little bit, but we'll see. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go in with cinnamon. Yeah, it's like the lines are so thick that they're like kind of resisting the pencil color a little bit. Okay. I don't know if it's working out very good. Let me kind of look at it up from under the bright light. I'm gonna keep working with it. Some things just take a little bit more time to kind of get going. I didn't really start with any clear plan either of what to do. getting a little weird around this area. But I think when we add the details to it, kind of like the more final like lines, I think it'll look fine. It's just me being, you know, critical of it. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of her lip color so that way it'll kind of help with defining some of the areas. Kind of give me an idea. I think it makes it look a little bit better having kind of the lips colored in. Just takes a lot of layers with this paper. A lot more than I'm used to doing. Okay, I had to stop recording for a minute because there's a lot of sirens that were pretty loud. Okay, let's kind of darken up some of the shadows. I know this isn't the most exciting video, but I mean, just what I wanted to do. I just wanted to sit down and do some coloring, starting on this page. And I think it's going to turn out okay. It just sometimes takes a little while to get, you know, some things going. I don't know, sometimes when I see a page that I think is just super beautiful, and, you know, even Nkunin so talented and one of my favorite artists, I kind of get a little nervous when starting to color on their pages or whatever the coloring page is. So there may not be a whole lot of progress done on this Let's Color video. Not that I ever get much done anyway. But it's a start. I was excited about starting this page. Okay, I think I'm gonna go on with the light skin color. I don't know where I put it. Oh, this one's looking sad. It's getting down to the not so much left of it. I think some of my trouble's coming from the ink. It's like being really weird. It that's okay. I'm just gonna keep going. It's fine. Let's go ahead, add a little bit of color to her eyes. There's not a whole lot of room to work with, so I'm not really using too many colors. I'm not doing anything too fancy, really. Just want to add the brown color I was wanting to use. Yeah, that pencil is not wanting to go over that. Like really dark lines. Need to almost knocked a whole bunch of stuff off my desk just now. A little tiny golden brown color. I'll have to go in and do some touching up, kind of redefine some of those areas. Yeah, I'm really just kind of, you know, making it up as I go along, to be honest. And sometimes those end up being some of the best coloring pages. Definitely some of the more, I don't know, stressful ones. I was going to say exciting, but I don't know, I'm a little stressed out about this page. And just being a little bit dramatic, I know. Just kind of throw a lot at it, see how it turns out. Let's add some more pink into her cheeks, I think. In certain areas, this is the rose carmine. Kind of to the bridge of her nose. only part I'm really worried about is kind of like her nose area. I don't feel like it's working out quite like I want it to. But I think it is. It's just there's like a, I don't know, I just kind of went in a little bit with something. I went wrong with something. I don't know what it was with around her nose area. I think it's going to require me to get like really up close and personal with that part, but I guess I'll probably work on that later. This is a little bit of a lighter pink than the pink I just used. So I want to go in with a little bit of this. It's been a while since I've worked with my polychromos for skin tones, so, you know, I'm sometimes not the greatest at kind of picking things back up. It takes me a minute. But I think I'll get there. It's just going to take a lot more layering, and I guess I probably won't bore y'all with, 20 more minutes of that. I might kind of work on a few more things. Maybe start working on her crown here. And I'm just going to go with, like a classic gold color. It's a cute little crown. Oh, my head hasn't been getting into the camera. Find some more gold colors, but kind of misplaced some of them. I don't know what I did with them. They're my favorite pencils to use when it comes to doing like a gold metal color. So I have used them quite a bit for doing that. Got out of the lines a little bit just now. It's a very thin line though. I really don't know if I'm going to be doing anything for the background. I might just leave it as is. Okay, I think that looks good. Just got like little like pearl type things here. I don't know what color to do those. Maybe like a cobalt green. I don't know, something different. I wish that paper would stop curling up. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of bounce around doing different things. Adding in random colors. It's got a little bit of her clothing showing here. I'm just thinking about what color I want to do for that. I was thinking orange would be different. Might do orange. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I have gone crazy working on this page, but that's okay. I want it to be colorful. Now I I gotta tell where all her outfit kind of shows. It's sometimes hard to guess. And I sometimes, you know, I start a portion of it, but I might have to wait to finish it because till I could do her hair. So that way it's a little easier to tell where one thing ends and another thing starts. This is going to be a long video, but I feel bad just working on like one thing for, I don't know, an hour. I knew I shouldn't have started the skin, but I couldn't help it. I mean, sometimes I feel like you need that to kind of jumpstart the page. I don't know if everyone has this, but there's, you know, especially when it comes to pictures that have, you know, a girl or, you know, a guy, a person in it, I feel like the page doesn't really kind of speak to me, if that makes sense, until I have done a little bit of work on like her in this case. Anyway, so that's why I kind of started with working on her skin, but if anyone has watched my channel at all, you should know I'm really slow at doing that. So anyway, it's been fun though, actually. I've really enjoyed working on it. It's definitely going to take some touching up before it gets to where I am happy with it. What the heck, we're going to go with pink hair. Or at least a form of pink hair. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of plan it out though. Let me not jump straight into it. Purple. I love the polychromos, but there's just sometimes when I can't really find the color I am wanting. It's very limited in some colors, but this is Rose Carmine. That color. Oh, there's this one too. Let me see what that one is. Fuchsia. That's a good choice. Okay, so we got fuchsia. And then I'm going to have to probably, well, actually, this one here might be what I'm missing. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't feel like I planned too much, but I did a little bit of thinking before I jumped in. So this is fuchsia. I'm a little scared. It'll work out fine though. since I don't have a white polychromos, I'm going to borrow from the white Prismacolor. I think it's looking pretty cool. I hope I don't regret. I know I'm talking about a lot of, regretting, but it'll be fine, and it's kind of fun doing something different. Kind of breaking away from my usual color choices for things. And it's pretty nice, actually. It could be a little inspiring, trying different ways instead of going for the same old, which I have a bad habit of doing. Yeah, I kind of haven't been really chatting. I'm sorry, y'all. Just sometimes I feel like chatting a lot, and sometimes I just feel like, I guess, focusing more on the coloring. I feel like she's looking pretty cool. Definitely has a different look going on. I like to work in with the hair in sections. It just helps me kind of work through it. Sometimes if I get the routine down, I can go ahead and start hitting the spots where I want a certain color to be put down, and I can kind of go like do all the areas I want, like the darkest color, which is the fuchsia, and start adding it to where I know the darkest color is going to be. But especially when I'm first starting out with the hair color, I will take my time and go in sections until I get a good, you know, feel for how I want it to go. I think I'm going to end the video here. I know a good portion of my time was spent on her skin tone, and I think it's looking, now that I've kind of stepped back and look at it, I think it's looking really cool. I'm excited to work on this page. I didn't want to go with some of the usual colors I always pick, and I've done a Princess and the Frog page by Christine Caron, so I was just going to show y'all how I did that one. So I wasn't wanting to use a lot of the same colors I did for this one. Of course, I'll still use very similar ones for, you know, the frogs and things like that. But this is one of my favorite finished pages I've done. So, I don't know. I didn't want to go with like the golden blonde hair, and wanted to mix it up a little bit, I guess. So that's what I'm trying to do. And it was a bit of a challenge to work with this Bristol vellum paper. It's quite a bit thicker than what I normally work on, but I'm determined to keep working with it and printing off some of my PDFs on it and kind of get it figured out, really. And then I also challenged myself by using my polychromos, which I haven't been using as much lately, and especially not in portraits. But yeah, I mean, no, this wasn't the most exciting Let's Color video. I'm sure, you know, I could have probably talked a little more, but sometimes I just get into the coloring and I don't really think about anything else but what I'm coloring and how I want to go about it. So anyway, thank y'all for stopping by, and until the next video, bye y'all.